What's up, the internet? I'm Josh Darnit. This is a giant pizza, and I bet you can't guess what we're about to do. We're gonna throw it on Evan!
Yeah!
Just kidding. So this is the giant pizza challenge, but we're gonna put our own twist on it. This is the dinner and a movie mukbang giant pizza challenge. So while we are trying to take down this 28-inch New York pizza, Evan is gonna be telling you a story. Basically, he's gonna be telling you the entire plot of a movie he watched recently. I'm only gonna eat one piece. Evan and Johnna have to eat the rest of the pizza, and if I finish my slice and they can't finish the rest, they've got to do all my laundry for the whole week.
My stomach has been granted with the pizza blessing.
Dad hasn't let us eat anything all day.
Okay, hold on.
I kept being like, I'm hungry. He's like, no, we're gonna have dinner tonight, so you can't eat.
The pizza gods have came down and granted me with the giant 22-inch pizza.
28-inch. Thank you, pizza gods. Before we dive into this delicious pizza, today's shout out is Nick Rowe. Nick, yes, that video does exist. Right here.
Let's go in and spank your teeth before we brush your booty. Spank your teeth and brush your butt and spank and brush your booty.
So let me start by just getting my one slice.
Dad, you're...
Alright guys, I've got my one slice right here. You guys think you can take down the rest?
Yeah.
This is my piece of pizza. I've wanted to do this giant piece of pizza challenge forever, and then I saw Matt Stoney actually did it, so I just had to do it. Bam! Get out of my, you get all the rest of this. You guys want me to cut this into slices for you?
Yes, I'll take this side.
And also a quick shout out to Giant New York Pizza in Vista. They are our favorite New York style pizza in all of San Diego. Well, they've already started, so let's see if we can take down this 28-inch pizza. What movie did you watch recently that you want to tell us about?
Emperor's New Groove.
Emperor's New Groove. All right. So start at the very beginning and just tell us the story, and I'm going to ask you questions along the way.
It starts out with the intro, the Disney intro, where it's like,
I'm familiar
and
with
it goes like down to the castle, and then a rainbow goes over the castle, and then it zooms back, and then it starts out with like doom, 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 like theme music.
I think I pretty much know the whole story now. Thanks, buddy. Just kidding. Continue.
And then the very beginning of the actual story, it starts out with a picture where it's like, hey, well that llama you're looking at right there, yeah, that's me. That llama was once a human, not just any human, an emperor.
Sounds very interesting. Continue, please.
Wait, what about your questions?
I haven't got to one yet. Keep going. What happens next?
And then it starts out, yeah, that's me as a baby. Oh, look at me as a baby. And then he breaks his toy and he starts crying and he's like an emperor baby. And then everybody gives him a new toy. And then,
Sounds like a spoiled brat.
yeah, he likes Shah Khan. And it showed
Yeah, he likes Shah Khan.
a picture of he's like butler, chef, theme song guy, theme song. And it's like,
This is very detailed. How many times have you watched this movie?
what's his name? And then like sings a whole song. Yeah.
How's the song go? Johnny, do you know?
No.
All right. Thank you, John.
What's his name?
You're welcome.
I'm almost done with my whole slice. You guys better hurry.
And here, ask me questions.
Okay, what happens next?
No, a real question.
What's the main plot of the story? Like, why do we care about Kuzco?
He turns into a llama by Yzma because he fired her because she was pretending to be the emperor and like telling people what to do, and then he fired her and then she tried to kill him and then she turned him into a llama by accident.
She turned him into a llama by accident. How do you accidentally turn someone into a llama? So far, this doesn't sound very believable. Go on.
Because there was a potion and she accidentally did the wrong potion.
I don't believe this is a true story. Potions are not real.
I'm not a true story.
A foo for it?
Right.
And it was his birthday, so he was gonna destroy Pacha's house so he could put his summer home there.
Who's Pacha?
A peasant.
A peasant. Okay. So he's going to destroy this peasant's house because he wants to build a summer home there for his birthday. And then how does he get turned into a llama?
Yzma tries to kill him, so she invites him over to dinner. And then he gets there and he's like, I am one hungry king of the world. And then her assistant Kronk puts the poison into the drink, and then he forgets which one it was when he goes to get his cheese, spinach puffs.
Oh, this is detailed.
And then he forgot which one, and then he did that, emptied a glass, and then poured all 3 of them in, and then shaked it up, and then put it all 3 in.
What does that have to do with the groove? Why is it called the Emperor's New Groove?
Because he's building a new summer home, and the groove is like a home or like a place.
A groove is like a place. All right. So tell me more about this. A groove is a place. So like, are we in a groove right now?
Kinda.
Is that a groove place?
Yeah, it's a house. So he's building, it's Emperor's New Groove because he's trying to build his new house on top of the hill. That's his new groove. You know, like your shoes or your kicks.
He gets turned into a llama, and then Kronk is supposed to go out and finish the job. Like he knocked him out. And then he stepped on a cat when he was going down the stairs, and he fell.
That sounds funny.
And then Pacha had a wagon because he heard that his summer home was,
His regular home?
Yeah, that his regular home was being turned into a summer home. And then
Terrible.
And he was in a bag, and he rolled down onto Pacha's thing, and then Kronk loses him. He like doesn't know where he is, and then he gets all worried. And then Pacha takes him home, and he takes him out of the bag, and then he's like, "Demon llama!" And then he goes into the woods.
You say this demon llama?
Because
Why?
he's talking.
Oh.
And then he goes into the woods alone, and he goes past a chipmunk who offers him an acorn, and then he's like, "Oh, for me?" And then he threw it on the head, and the chipmunk's like, "Ew." And then
It sounds like the Emperor is kind of a jerk.
he is.
He's a jerk?
And then he's like, "Hit the road, Bucky."
Can I just eat the crust?
And then
You gotta eat the whole thing.
And then he trips over the something, and then he falls into a hole with like sleeping jaguars everywhere. And then there's
Terrifying.
like this spine tree, and then the chipmunk, I'm gonna say, came by with a balloon, blow it up, and then like blew it up with air, and then he like turned it into like a little duck, like a dog, like you know those balloons where you can like tie them and like make
Oh, like a balloon animal.
yeah, a
Yeah.
balloon animal. And then he took one
I
of those
just dripped
needles,
sparkling
and he's like,
water on this.
What the hell was that?
and he's like, "No, no, no." And then he popped it, and then he's like, "Ha!" And then it woke up the jaguars. And then he was on a cliff, and they were coming towards him. And then Pacha came in, like on a vine, and swinged, and then grabbed him. And then they got
Like an Evancredible vine?
yeah.
Like
and
this
then
one?
they got
And
then they got
Spank your teeth and brush your butt and spank and brush your booty.
Go on.
and then they got tied to a tree, and then they fell into a lake on the branch,
Who?
like a big log. Pacha and
Wait, what were they doing? Why were they out in the woods?
Kuzco was trying to walk back to his groove.
Oh, he's walking back to his groove.
Uh-huh. And then he got saved by Pacha when he swings in on a vine. And then they run into a big log, and then they get tied to it. And then it starts breaking, and they fall into a river. And then that river leads to a waterfall, and that waterfall leads to another lake. And then it broke. And then when it hit the lake,
Are you on your first piece? Are you still, you're on your second piece? All right, good.
and then
Oh, don't mind.
what was next? Oh
I
yeah.
don't know what was next.
And then they went out, and then Kuzco was knocked out, so Pacha had to bring him onto land. And he's like, "Why me? Why me?" Because he had to do CPR.
Oh, gross.
And then he woke up, and he saw him, and he thought that he was trying to kiss him.
Huh, yeah, he sounds like pretty kissable kind of llama. Dude, maybe I'd want to kiss him too.
Oh, rough.
What's the second part? Like, Pacha probably doesn't like the Emperor because the Emperor wanted to, like, destroy his house, so...
Yeah, but he was still nice to him. And then in the 4 days, he decided, because the bridge broke when they were 1 hour away from the groove.
Uh-huh.
And then the bridge broke, and then he thought that Kuzco changed his mind, except it was actually a trick to get him to take him back.
That pretty little llama. I knew llamas couldn't be trusted.
And then the bridge broke, and Pacha's like, "Kuzco, help!" And he's like, "No, I don't think I will." And he's like, "Why?"
He double-crossed him? A
He-
double-crossing
He
llama.
like got trapped down there, like hanging by a rope. And then Kuzco was like, "I was gonna have you in prison for life, but I like this better." And then he fell also, and then they had a fight, and then they went down, and then they were like trapped in a mountain with like alligators under.
Sounds treacherous.
And then they had to climb up, and then they grabbed a rope, but the scorpions crawled into their
Man,
shirts.
they just can't catch a break. Sounds like they're having a tough day.
And then they finally got up.
Mm-hmm.
And then the mountain started falling. And then Kuzco grabbed him and saved him.
He saved him?
Mm-hmm.
So that's like the first nice thing he's ever done.
He saved him because they had to work together.
And then he's like, okay, now it's 4 days till the castle. And then they went to a restaurant on the way there.
Yes.
And then Yzma,
I didn't even know they had restaurants.
Yzma and Kronk were there.
What? Now why were they there?
Trying to, I don't know, they were just searching for him and then they just wanted food.
I wanted food, but now I'm kind of full.
Why were they searching for him?
Because she wanted to kill him because he fired her.
No, I mean, that's why if someone fired me, I would totally want to kill them.
And then he said, Yzma's here, she'll change me back into a human. But Pacha knew because she was talking about it when Kuzco was in the kitchen telling the chef if there was anything else to eat because he thought that the special was...
What was the special?
It was like a giant, like...
Roly-poly.
Yeah, a giant roly-poly.
Sounds delicious. We should have got that on our pizza. Why didn't we get giant roly-polies on our pizza?
That you hit open and slurp out their guts.
Next time we do a dinner and a movie mukbang, we're gonna have to know the movie ahead of time, and we're gonna have to get some sort of food item from the movie. And like we could have giant grubworm, icky worms on our thing.
You know what I want right now?
Pizza?
Pumpkin pie.
That's crazy.
I want pumpkin pie.
Why don't you eat all your pizza over there? Because right now I'm almost done, and you guys are falling way behind.
Because it's gross. Also, I'm not going to do your laundry.
What do you mean it's gross?
What's gross?
It's so good.
And then,
Yes, please continue.
oh,
You full?
oh.
I thought you were starving and you could take down this whole giant pizza.
Oh, and then he was like, no, they're trying to kill you. Pacha was saying that.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's like, no, she's gonna turn me back. You just don't want me to turn back into a human so that I can't build my summer home.
He's trying to help him, and the paranoia kicked in. That's how you knew they were on drugs.
And then and then Pacha went there, and then Kuzco went to go talk to her, but he went behind a log, and then he was like looking at what they were saying, and Yzma was like, there's gotta be a better way to kill Kuzco. And then he's like, and then he started running away, and then he went to like a grass field with more llamas, and then he started eating grass, but then he heard Pacha, and then he saw him, and then Pacha's like, are you tired of being a llama? And he's like, yes.
But llamas are strong.
But they aren't human and they aren't emperors.
They don't have thumbs.
That's true. It's tough without thumbs. How many, what, is that one piece, Johnna?
No, I have like 5.
I'm almost done with my one piece. Ugh.
I can't.
Oh, save one for your lunch for tomorrow.
So, no, there's no save one. We eat this or we die. We eat this or we just shove it into our faces and suffocate on it.
I don't want to eat pizza ever again.
You know, if AJ were here, he wouldn't be letting me down like this. AJ would be doing this.
I'm sure he would let you down just to make you.
Just because he wants to? Just because it's so fun to just, look at this. I'm not gonna lie. They're like the meat sweats, but since there's no meat, it's like the pizza, it's the Pete sweats.
It's the grease sweats.
It is, it's the grease sweat.
Oh,
Look at this. It looks like skin.
It's good.
I nurture my skin.
It's so good though. Let's get to the story. All right, so he doesn't kill him, so Pacha's gonna help him, so
And then,
who wins, the good guys or the bad
and then
guys?
they race to the thing, and then somehow Yzma is there before them, and then they try and get potions and like make it into them, and Yzma's like looking for this, and then
Dubious.
And
Deviant. All right, don't tell me about the end, because I'm a little bit confused.
and then she called in reinforcement, and then they got to the thing, and he's like sliding down something with like a dead drop off at the end, and he's like, please be something with wings, and then it's like a little bird.
Oh.
Like a little tiny bird.
Oh, he was about to take another potion.
Yeah. And then he turned into like a little tiny bird, and then he fell down because Pacha was holding on to him. And then,
It's pretty easy to hold a little bird.
Mom, could you get me a drink? I'm dying.
All right, before we get to the end, what was your favorite part of the movie? What's like your favorite or the funniest part?
Probably when Yzma turns into a little cat.
Yeah? What happens?
And then they get there, and then the guards.
That's it? She just turns into a cat? What's funny about that?
Can you, like, shut shut up.
And then they go around the thing, and then it like drops off out of the emperor's nose. He has like a castle in like the shape of his head.
Okay.
Oh, thank you. Hold on.
This is the most I've ever struggled with just one little piece of pizza.
Little.
Normally I can eat like 5 or 6 pieces of pizza.
Oh,
So my favorite part of the movie is when Yzma and Kronk have chased Pacha and the Emperor down to who? What's their names?
Pacha and
Pacha.
Kuzco.
They're at Pacha's house, and Pacha tells
Oh yeah.
his wife to like distract him and keep him busy. And the kids are like, you don't look like my great aunt. You look more like my great. And then it cuts away to show some more of the plot. And then when it cuts back, he's still going, great aunt. Oh man, I'm almost done with mine.
Dad, I
guys are
thought you
almost
said
gonna do
you'd
my
never
laundry.
seen Emperor's New Groove.
I didn't say that.
Well, you said you.
I wanted him to explain it to me as if I'd never seen it. Oh, I finished! Yay! Props, yeah! I finished my giant piece of pizza without any help from anyone. Can I have a sip of your drink?
Look at how absorbent this napkin is.
Wow, I'm like a napkin ad. All right, we're almost done with this pizza. Let's get back to the story. So how does this end?
Look at, and then look at
Just distracted, completely
it.
derailed.
Barely even went onto that.
So I'm guessing what happens is Yzma and Kronk win. The Emperor never turns back into a human. He stays a llama forever, and Pacha falls into a alligator
No,
pit
but
and is
then
eaten.
she gets turns
much.
into a cat, and then.
Oh, you're still
and
telling
then-
me about that
And
part.
then there's only one more, but she still has the human the bottle, and he thinks that she's gonna drop it, and she's like, I'm not gonna drop it, you fool. I'm gonna drink it and turn back into myself, and
Thanks
then
for wiping
kill
your face on my
you.
shirt, by the way.
And she's like,
Is that my voice? Is that my voice?
oh well.
And then he drinks it, and then he turns back into a llama.
He turns back into a llama.
Yeah,
No,
he's
wait.
like, yay, I'm a llama.
Oh no,
again."
wait. He turns back into a human, and then he changes his mind. He's like, I'll be looking at some different hilltops.
And then he got a normal house.
Normal house, not Cusco-topia.
Yeah, except he got a normal house.
So does he? Is he still a jerk at the end of the movie? He's nice.
He's a changed man.
A changed man.
And
That's
he's
how I
nicer
feel.
to the person he threw out of a window.
What?
At the beginning of a movie, during the song,
Yes.
he accidentally bumped into an old guy, so he's like, you threw off my groove, so then he throws him out of the
What's
window.
He threw off
my
his
groove?
house.
Yeah.
Wait, what's threw off my groove?
Okay, I wasn't gonna let you. I
dance.
wasn't gonna tell you, but now that's what they're talking about when they say the Emperor's new groove. They're not actually talking about his house. Although that's the cutest explanation I've ever heard. But his new groove, it's like his
The way he
style,
rolls.
his swag, like the way he carries himself. So when he said he threw off my groove, like he was having a moment where he was like singing and dancing and feeling cool, and the guy bumped into him, and it like threw off his groove.
Technically, he bumped into the guy.
Technically he did, but that's really what the Emperor's groove
And then he
is.
got him thrown out.
But from now on, me, Johnna, your mom, and the whole internet are gonna start referring to houses
As
grooves.
grooves.
So when we go see David Lopez's new house, we're gonna be, dude, I'm loving your new groove. And he's gonna be like, oh, and then he's gonna say it, and then all his followers gonna say it, and pretty soon it's all gonna trace back to this one moment, and you guys saw it here, folks. The birth of the new word, groove, as a house.
Our groove is pretty messy right now.
So on a scale of 1 to 10, what our groove is messy? Still going with the pizza. I'm proud of you, son. So, just got my hopes up. We did pretty good. Mostly me. You guys kind of didn't do that good. No,
I think you had less pizza.
You think I had less pizza?
Yes.
You guys, leave a comment. Set the record straight. Please tell this juvenile delinquent.
He has more pizza than all of this pizza
the whole
combined.
nation. That sounded good. What are you, sick? All right, well. Well, that's it, guys. Choke yourself on my hand. Good girl. Well, that's it for our dinner and a movie mukbang. We almost finished our pizza. I'm 100% confident if AJ had been here, we would have taken that whole thing down. I wouldn't have even needed these kids. I would have done it myself. with AJ's help.
I think I need to go play Minecraft to cure my belly.
Minecraft does cure a full belly. That's what I've heard.
Guys, guess what?
What?
Okay, so me and Dad posted a YouTube video
Get out of here.
on my YouTube channel, and I shouted him out, so now he has to shout me out.
Evan, thank you for doing an awesome job telling us about that movie.
Shout myself out.
Shout out to Evancredible. I can't wait to do it again. Peace out, the internet. What?